Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Game number 1, best of 5. Onimaru versus CNZS. Chinese team. Chipatong, Bad Koala, and Zwan LV. It's a pretty good team. It'll be much more of a test for Onimaru today. Daniel is also on this squad, so we'll see if he makes an appearance. I don't know if he's going to significantly improve the team over any of the players that are on there currently, but we'll see. Winchester playing as the Vietnamese. This is Team Acropolis. Viper as the Saracens over in the red, and then Lewis as the Jurchens. So they're missing Tato here for this game. Viper, Vinch, Lewis. Still think this is a very good team. And on the other side, we have Jibatong playing as the Mayans. In the center, we have Bad Koala as the Franks. And then Zwan LV as the Hindustanis. Over on the other side. There's 3 Chinese teams under this name, Wise Turtle. CNZS. So, I don't know if it's a new squad or whatever. I did see that Tomorrow Light or whatever, that the team that these guys were on previously about a month ago when I cast the 2v2 Chinese, or not Chinese, Asian tournament, was disbanded and these guys transferred over to this squad. So I don't know if they have a sponsor or anything, or if it's just a group of dudes that got together under that name. No idea. Viper trying to save his Vils, and Viper saves 2 Vils. There was a scout there from Zwan LV. There's a scout there from Bad Koala. And Viper saves the Vils and gets the wall up. Still doesn't have Loom. Won't be able to save her. He's just now getting Loom. Good pressure coming in from the Chinese squad here. Viper does lose a Vil. There's plenty of idle time. He might lose another one. Viper loses another one. He's not paying attention. He did not think that Bad Koala would come back and snipe that Vil. 2 villagers down for Viper already. And Bad Koala is probably looking for this guy, too. Dang, dude. So, I mean, Viper's up to the feudal age. He was going fast castle anyway. I don't know what he was fast castling into. As we see all of the players on the other side already in feudal age. Big walls coming up. It'll be scouts from 2 of them, and then archers from the Mayans player. Alice Cara, thank you for the prime. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I won't have another, well, maybe not, another 9-hour stream today. We'll see. It was a fun stream yesterday. Birdman, thank you for the 33. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be a lot cooler if you did. Maddie, I can't. No, Maddie, someone's gonna have to refund that. I can't do that. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot of points. I can't do it. I need the tournament in my title.
Sheesh.
I appreciate you getting so many points, though. You doing Rex? Nope. Fat Teddy, thank you for the 71 months. Appreciate it. I'm not doing recorded games. These are all live. All right, so double range production for the archers. Only 1 range here for Winchester. And the boys over at Onimaru are just playing defense. Like, Lewis is just making enough scouts to keep himself safe. Winchester just making enough archers to keep himself safe. Viper was just trying to make enough walls to keep himself safe, and he got absolutely destroyed because of it. He's lost 2 villagers already, but he's going to be able to click up to Castle H. Now, the question for me is, like, what is Viper doing once he gets there? It's surely not Fast Castle Camel with only 2 farms, right? I don't see him switching over to Stone or anything yet. Maybe he plays CA? No idea. Maybe just Boom? I have no clue. Bad Koala and Co. already trying to break in. They've got Hindustanis team bonus, so they've got the +2 against buildings for their cavalry, their scouts and camels. And it's already working. They've already broken through a house, really threatening to break through this. Winchester has to defend Lewis. Lewis will come in behind with the scouts. He's got 7 of them, but I can only see 4 of them here. There's 3 more somewhere. They were forward. Okay. So he was checking out the opponent's base. Saw the walls, turned around. And now this army from Jibbatong and Backwall are looking for another way in. Is there another way in? No. Fully walled on this side. Scouts from Swan LV also coming over here as Viper stretches out to try and get a town center. I don't know if Swan LV is going to find him, though. It would be so Viper-like to place that town center with no preemptive walls. Even though he doesn't have vision on the scouts from Teal. Swan LV splitting up. He thought the expansion would come now that Viper is in Castle H. But Viper has actually already expanded out here. It's a good thought process from Swan LV. He's looking for that expansion from Viper since Castle Age came in. He's just a little bit too late. Meanwhile, over on this side, Bagqual and Jibbatong backing up. All of them are on the way to the Castle Age. Winchester and Lewis still haven't clicked up, but Winchester and Lewis have a decent amount of army. And Lewis is actually feeling pretty confident here, stretching forward with his 10 scouts. I like the start better from CN. I do. I've not seen Viper's AoE 3 voice lines video, no. Not seen that at all. Look at this guy. Still just patrolling his 2 scouts on the side. He's like, I know Viper's going to get greedy. I know he's going to get greedy. And he'll find the TC over here. So good scouting from him. Just a little bit too late. He'll be surprised probably by how quickly Viper got out there. It was the right idea to come over here with the scouts. He just couldn't quite punish Viper. 3rd town center is already up for Viper. He's on stone. So he might just play straight into Mamluk. Right? Like Winchester and Lewis sit here and they say, okay, Viper, we're going to make military. We're going to defend our base. You're the one who booms because you're our most powerful player in the late game. And we'll give you Saracens so you can go into Mamluk. Is Lewis's real name? I don't know. I mean, Jordan's not Jordan's real name, so... I don't know. 23 crossbows now for Jibbatong. Really, really solid stuff from him. Onimaru Capybara is still 10 villagers ahead. But Zwanovi adding in a second town center. Second town center coming in from both of his teammates as well. And Jurchen's player, Lewis, still isn't even in Castle Age. So he has to wait to mass up these Cav Archers. Third town center from Zwan LV. 3rd town center from the Mayans player too. And what a random town center from Vinch. What? What is this? I could already hear Viper. Vinch, what are you doing? That's my spot. Taking my farms. Good quick walls here from Bad Koala. The camels are going to chase the scouts. Lewis can be an absolute nerd with his micro, and he's going to be faster with these light cabs, so... Not certain that Zwan LV can chase him down, but they've gotten in. They've actually gotten in. They're into Viper's eco again, and Viper's not pulling his vills away for some reason. He garrisoned the TC, and then he's just going to let these ones die. 3 villagers dead there from Viper. Tries to trap this in, which he does. Cav Archer's now coming over. Crossbows coming over. Vinchester has never left the base with his crossbows. He is playing pure defense the entire game so far. And Viper will lose more vills. Maybe. No, he saves them there. Swan LV trying to sneak in and get those kills. He couldn't do it. As Lewis has tracked this camel army all the way back to the base. Still running in circles. Still trying to get full damage against that. And the crossbows of Vinchester. But the crossbows from Jibbatong are forward. And they are expanding their eco behind. So really, really nice from CNZS. Onimaru Capybaras have been on the back foot the entire game. They're just kind of in a Viper waiting room right now. He's got 64 villagers. He's got the best eco in the game. Barely. Zwan LV also has a pretty good eco. And he's supposed to be in the carry position. I still think they haven't done enough damage. I mean, Viper's already getting handcarts, so even though he's at 67 villagers versus 66, much better eco upgrades for him. It's an unfortunate place for a castle. I don't know if he can fully quick wall his villagers behind that. If it's spotted. Now Camel's coming in from Viper soon. All of the armies switching over here from CNZS. Just a little bit too late. A little bit too late. Viper gets that castle up just on time. The Light Cav still roaming around from Lewis. Have they gotten a single eco kill? No. Viper has lost 8 villagers. Vinchester and Lewis have both lost 1 and not a single eco kill from Onimaru Capybaras. And I'm not surprised about it. I mean, they haven't been forward, right? What happened to Aftermath after Hera left? I mean, Aftermath hasn't been a thing forever, right? All those boys are on Team Vitality now. Hera, Hart, and Leary. And MBL is on tag. Nikov is on Wonders. Okay. Finally, some units from Viper. We got Mamluks. We got Camels. Vinchester expanding out this way too. The eco is looking great from CNZS. 211 eco versus 203. They're also ahead on military count. In terms of populations, they're doing much better here than the Capybaras. We have 42 crossbows from Blue versus 38 from Vinchester. We also have 20 camels from Zwan LV. And they're just pressuring the stables from Viper. Like, they're not going to let him mass at all. This is really good aggression over here. They have nuked Viper this game. He's still in a good position, but they've done a lot of damage to him. And now they're just killing his momentum, too. Mayans die to Vietnamese. Mayans die more to, like, paladin pressure than anything. The Vietnamese were kind of countering the Magyars yesterday, right? I don't know about these civs. Hindustanis, Franks, Mayans is actually a pretty good combo. Vietnamese, Saracens, Jurchens. I feel like Vietnamese, Saracens, Jurchens a little harder to play. Might be more powerful overall, but definitely more difficult. Imperial Age now on the way for Viper. Imp on the way for our Mayans player as well. He's got to make sure he keeps these crossbows alive. He's got a pretty good eco. 78 villagers. Lewis still only at 60. Lewis has the least amount of villagers in the game. Went full Scouts and Feudal Age into full CA in Castle Age, but he's kind of being countered a little bit. Especially if these crossbows get home. They get back over to this side. With Bracer. Like, I don't know how long it's going to be until Lewis clicks up to Imp. It looks like it's going to be a very long time. He only has 18 on food at the moment. This Cav Archer mass is kind of going to get stalled out a little bit. All of the players from CNZS on the way to Imperial H. I mean, if I couldn't see the names of the players, if I didn't know the teams coming in, and I was just blindly watching this game, I would say that CNZS should win from this position, right? Just because Lewis is very far away from being an imp, and they're going to have 3 Imperial Age opponents. The Mines player is going to get there first. He's going to have 46 crossbows with Bracer. Like, that will take a lot of map control. Onimaru pushing in. I wonder how quickly they turn around as soon as they see that imp from blue. They take a couple villagers. Bracer is on the way. 30 seconds. Vinchester says, no, dude. We need to go back. We need to go back. And back he goes. Camel's now coming in from Viper. Heavy Camel is on the way. Saracen Camels have a lot of HP, but Hindustani Camels do attack faster. And he has access to Imperial Age Camels. So, once Imperial Age Camel comes in, Viper's Camels will kind of be negated a little bit. Unless, the only way that Viper can fight with his heavy Camels is if he has monks behind with the Saracen unique tech. Alright, Lewis doing what he can, trying to buy time for that castle to go up. And the castle's going to go up, and then the army from Jibbatong needs to leave. Jibbatong overextending a little bit here. Now bad Koala has to run cover for him to get out of there. They need to set up some siege. Camels on this side, absolutely clearing the camel army from Viper. Let's take a look at Lewis's eco again. Lewis is not close to going up. He can get slung now from his teammates, now that they're in Imperial Age. He's at 91 villagers. He's using the market a little bit. Stalling out his production, really trying to go up to Imperial Age. What do the Jurchens make here? Does he go into Iron Pagoda? Do we play like Ratans from Vinch, Iron Pagoda from Lewis, and then like Mamelukes from Viper, Mameluke Siege? Nice micro from Vinch. Oh, he's dancing. But he's not going to be able to dance with Cavaliers up his ass. And yeah, those Arbalists are all going to disappear. The Cav Archers are also disappearing. But Vinch was making a switch into Ratans anyway. No switch into Plumed Archers yet from our Mines player. From Jibbatong. Camels over here. No Imperial Age Camel on the way yet. Paladin is coming in for bad Koala with 28 Cavalier on the field. Imperial Age on the way for Lewis. So the eco is still really, really similar between the two teams. Military and map control in favor of CNZS. They are adding in the markets right now. They haven't started adding in the trade. Onimaru Capybara is always very, very quick to start adding in the trade. And we'll see what sort of impact that's going to have in a couple minutes from now. There we go. Imp, Camel, Paladin. The two power units for the Franks and the Hindustanis. The timing might be just right for them. 50 camels are going to get upgraded into Imperial Camel, and he's just running around with these. He's trying to be as much of a pest as possible as 1LV. Good market wall there from Vinchester. Doesn't quite work out, but the main concern right now for Vinchester is this fight on this side. That castle will go down. Lewis still isn't an Imperial Age.
Less than 3.
And Paladin is 20 seconds away. There is a lot of damage to be done over here. And losing castles really, really sucks for Vinchester because he's trying to make a switch into Rathens. He's only got 25. He's producing from now only 1 castle because he lost another one here. I think Onimaru loses this. Like, Imp Camel is in now. More Imp Camels pushing in from this side. We got 4 Trebs on the way. This castle should go down from Lewis. Paladin now coming over to join the Imp Camel. Viper will want to try and fight the Paladin and avoid the Imp Camel. But he can't hang around. He's going to lose the castle. Lewis is going to lose the castle. Excellent team play here from CNZS. I mean, they actually went for some aggression early. They didn't have a player that was just full booming. They didn't overstay their welcome in Feudal Age, or in Castle Age for that matter. This is a dangerous team, guys. Jibatong, Bad Koala, well-known players. They've been around for a very long time. Zwan LV, I watched him in the Asian Invitational Tournament. Very good team game player. Very, very good team game player. And they're showing it for sure. Like, oh my god, everywhere I look, there's castles going down from Onimaru. And they want those castles. They want Ratans, they want Mamluks. They need unique units. CNZS is not trickle-trebbing. They're going with 4 or 5 trebs at a time. There's another castle from Viper. Dead. The trade, I mean, they tried to start setting it up, but they're in a pretty brutal position now. And Lewis, I mean, Lewis hasn't been a factor at all this game since early Castle Age. I think Lewis, if I had to guess, I think Lewis might have been sold some false advertising from Viper as well. I think Lewis might have been told, okay, Lewis, just make army, just keep me safe. And then I'll carry. It definitely did not happen. GG called. Wow, what a dominant performance, game number 1. CNZS, a little bit complacent, if I'm going to be honest, from Onimaru Capybaras. I mean, Viper did not have a great game. Viper lost 2 villagers to the starting scouts. And then he lost like 6 more over here to a couple scouts getting in. Very avoidable losses. Right? And that just, if you're going fast castle, boom, and you're trying to take an eco lead, it just kind of levels you out with the guys who are making army on the other side. Lewis also maybe just overproduced scouts in Feudal Age. Hung out there for way too long. Didn't get his eco set up the way he wanted to. Vinchester, very, very defensive in nature that game. Kind of wandering around his base with his crossbows. I don't think they extended forward at all. Like, did Vinchester ever go forward with his army at all? This is their scouting, and I think this was just Lewis running around with his scouts. They never got into the base at all on Team Acropolis. Just sitting, very defensive, maybe underestimated the other team. They're not going to underestimate them now. That's an excellent first game. Really, really solid showing from CNZS. Yeah, like look at the timings to Feudal Age. Right? 1833, 1819 versus 1613, 1712, 1648. And then that kind of transfers over to Imp as well, especially for Lewis. Yeah, really, really good. Who is player 5? Zwan LV. He's a good player. He's like 2K3 or something. 2K. No, he's 2K6. Okay. Yeah, he's good. I watched him for the first time in the Asian Invitational, like I said. And he's really solid in team games. Paf Daddy, thank you for the 31 months. Number 4 in China. Okay. I don't know about number 4. Still say Lix Vivi, Yo are the 3 best Chinese players, right? And then I'd probably put like Bad Koala. And then maybe like Zwan LV or Jibatong. There's also Doodoo Zoo is a bit further back than that. I mean, in the rank leaderboard? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So he's 4th in China in the rank leaderboard. Cool. Okay, let me run an ad here so you don't get it in the middle of the game. We'll go into game number 2 pretty quick. Excuse me. Oh, my God. Dude, I was walking behind some guy. I was like 10 feet behind him yesterday. So I was going to the store. And I sneezed so loud, he literally jumped. And then he tried to play it off like he didn't do it. I sneezed so loud, he jumped like 2 feet into the air, bro. Did you tell him he was pathetic? No, I sent thought waves, though. I'm sure he got them. All right, so loss with Vietnamese, loss with Saracens, loss with the Jurchens, win with the Mayans, win with the Hindustanis, and win with the Franks. And now we are going on to Grand Barra. The other Onimaru team had a really good game on Grand Barra yesterday, if you remember. Lucky Luke, thank you for the 9 months, dude. We just had a kid. It's yours, not mine. Appreciate it. And Sapient Fez, thank you for the 36, bro. Let's go, dude. That's like 3 years. Yeah, the game yesterday at Grand Barra, Doubt was getting absolutely bullied. And then, despite all of the eco losses that the other Onimaru team took early, they just boomed and managed to lock in. Doubt said it's all because team chemistry, okay. I'm sure Viper is going to blame Lewis for that loss. But let's be honest. I mean, as an objective observer, I watched that game and I think, honestly, I think it's bad strategy from Capybaras. But it's probably Viper's fault, guys. Let's be honest. I expect to see Lewis and Vitality in a few years. I don't know if Vitality is going to be around in a few years, dude. Every time we get an org from other games and stuff, they usually only hang around for like a year. Then they're gone. Little late to the party. What happened in game 1? Onimaru played very defensive. They never went to the other side of the map. And they just got overwhelmed. He would jokingly blame, but I don't think it'd be serious. Yeah, it won't be serious from any of these guys. They're always going to blame each other. That's part of the thing, right? I mean, there's no... We didn't hear any comms, so there's no way to actually place blame. Well, we can speculate. That's what we're here for. Leary going full-time soon? Probably not, no. All right, so Grand Bara is coming up. Hunshu Armenians for CNZS, and then Khmer Romans and Wei for Onimaru. Isn't Larry like working 40 hours a week at a real job? He can choose his hours at that job. He doesn't have a 9 to 5. At least that's what I understand, so. All right, we got 30 seconds left. Kind of job is that? I want one. I think it might be like a contract thing. I don't know. Onimaru lost first game. What the hell happened? Viper through. Viper through. No, I just... CNZS is a really good team, and they played well. Okay, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Mortgage advisor, if I remember correctly. I think he's like an insurance broker or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we have game number 2 on Grand Bara. And we are going to have Tato in the game this time. Vinchester playing on the flank again with the Wei. Tato on the other flank with the Romans. And then Viper in the center with Khmer. On the other side, we have Jibbatong playing as the Armenians, matching up against the Wei. And then we have Shu from Zwan LV matching up against the Romans. And then finally, we have Huns from Bag Koala in the center. So Shu, Huns, and Armenians versus Wei, Khmer, and Romans. I think I like the civs from Onimaru a little bit better. Better eco civs overall. I can see the thought process with these, but I would have loved to see a camel civ here. They already used Hindustanis in game 1, though, so... They won't lose with Tato? Yeah. Are these teams better than our team? Barely, superhero. Barely. All right. So on Grand Bara, if you're not familiar with it, you have a lot of gold in the center with this cracked earth terrain. You've got 2 layers of trees that you need to cut through. Dragon trees. Viper's actually not cutting here at all. Tato's not cutting at all in this center area, so they don't want to open themselves up to damage. This is a very deliberate thing from these 2 guys. And then Vinchester is cutting through the center. So Vinchester wants to be the guy that can go into the center area and harass. For the moment, Viper just wants to be safe back here. Tato will probably try and wall up on at some point on this side. If he can, to help keep Viper safe. And then Vinchester will wall up on this side. But we have some pressure potentially coming here from Zwan LV. So if Tato wants to get the wall up, he's going to have to do it soon. He does have a better eco civ, barely, with the Romans. 5% on everything. I mean, Shu are getting some food from villagers dropping off wood, but with 4 on wood, it's really not that much. Militia from Winchester. So to be a men-at-arms push for Vinch potentially, or is it just going to be a drush? Kind of feels like it's just a drush. Maybe just to keep the walls open. Maybe just to keep his opponent busy. Feudal Age on the way from the Huns player now. Don't tell me he's playing scouts. Is he going to play scouts from the pocket? Okay. Maybe they'll try and hold Tato open and then try and get damage over here. Attempt to make their way over to Viper's base. It'll be hard to find value with scouts against Viper because he's Khmer. So he can just garrison into the houses. Is walling and trade booming a thing? I mean, trade booming's definitely a thing in the later stages of the game. But you can't just wall up and ignore all of the gold in the center, right? Let's assume you do wall up and you do trade boom. You are investing so many resources into getting that trade, and your opponents can just get the gold for free. So they should have a huge advantage over you anyway. Fourth militia now in from Swan LV. Feudal Age is in for him as well, and he's going to go get men-at-arms. Tato will have to back up with his militia. Advantage blue so far. We'll see what type of fight Tato wants to take here. Swan LV needs to keep all of his militia in the same spot so he can do a nice little stack patrol. Tato's got them all in box formation. He should be able to stack into this fight. He's going for the blacksmith, so he might even consider getting that first armor upgrade right away as we see Winchester just laming. Laming with his militia a little bit. Scouts coming out now from our Hunnic player. Fast castle from Viper. No surprises there with Khmer. I just wonder, like what Viper's going to go into. Probably just boom, right? And the armor's in. So now this is a fight that Swan LV can't take. And he has to try and buy himself time. This is the correct decision. He's going to leave with these. He's going to go over to Viper. Tato has to chase this because this is their boomer. Literally and figuratively. With no loom. And Swan LV is going to take advantage of the fact he knows Tato needs to go over there, and he is going to wall up on this side. Where are the scouts from green? The scouts from green are coming over here. So they're attempting to support. The militia here from Winchester is still being annoying as he tries to get some villagers from Bad Koala. Still the only one from Onimaru that is chopping through the middle actively. It's got the walls over here too, but the archers are here from Jibbatong, so the villagers will probably need to retreat. Full stone walls from Tato. This tells me that Viper wants to go like 5 TC. Full stone walls from Tato. Dang. Dang, dude. Like Viper not cutting this area at all. Tato not cutting this area at all, and then full stonewall. Yeah, Viper wants to boom. This has been really nice from Blue. He's pulled all 4 of these men-at-arms all the way to the other side of the map. I mean, Tato wanted to play defense anyway, but those men-at-arms, if they had been pressuring here, that would have been really annoying for him. Oh, nice job. He's also going to snipe a villager from Vinch. Beautiful. Really, really nice job with the scout there. Getting some value, coming in here, being annoying to Winchester. And Winchester's probably like, guys! What the hell? Where? This is the other flank. The furthest player from me possible on the map. And he's in my base right now. Now he's going to have to go for like some more walls. And the scouts from Bad Koala are here now. So life is getting difficult for Vinchester, who's trying to wall off this. He's trying to save his villagers from the men-at-arms. He's trying to take the fights over here with the skirms. And now there's scouts from Bad Koala. So some damage is getting done to Vinch. However, this is still bad news for the Chinese team. Despite the villager kills that they've gotten, Viper is already on his third town center, and not a single one of them is up to the castle age yet. Green just clicked. Viper's eco is going to be insane in a couple minutes. He still hasn't chopped through to the inside, but it's fine. See, this is a situation. The only bad thing here for Onimaru is I think it's a situation where Viper might want to go Bliss Elephants. It makes sense in theory if your eco is insane. You go Ballistas, you can cut through whatever. And they're fun to use, but like it's so slow. It's just so slow. Winchester goes for a gate now that he's chopped through. And there's pressure coming forward. Jibatong. He's done a pretty good job. All three players. Man, this looks really familiar to the first game, doesn't it? Viper and Castle Age, 3 TC booming, and then all three players from the Chinese squad already on the way to Castle Age, and Tato's not up, and Vinch isn't up. This looks super familiar to that first game. Viper is in a better position than he was in the previous game. That is true. He's got a much better eco. And he did get Loom. He did get Loom, guys. This is like cautious Viper. Classic Viper would have never gotten Loom here. Hop in the house. Beautiful. TC expansion here from Bad Koala. Tato is over on the side with the men-at-arms. That could be annoying for Jibatong. Jibatong couldn't find his way in with the archers. So he sent the archers back and he's waiting for his upgrades. He could go for like fortified churches or something forward to maybe deny Vinchester from expanding out into this area. Remember, most of the gold on the map is on this cracked earth terrain. As now, Zwan LV also looking for a way in, and neither Tato nor Viper cut out early. He'll go right over here. Green did spot the fact that Viper has a lumber camp in this area. And Viper is about to chop through. He's going to need to be careful. He doesn't have any military yet. One Scorpion. Okay. Vinchester and Tato now on the way to Castle Age as well. Eco's still ahead for Capybaras. Most of it is just Viper. And Bad Koala is signaling this. Zwan LV is tracking that tree. He can't go in because there's 2 wood left on the tree. I mean, come on, man. Let him chop the tree. 2 wood left. Does push Viper away temporarily, though. Viper almost losing a couple villagers. Still hasn't lost one this game. Crossbow's now pushing in with the help of the knights. So it's Vinchester being targeted again. And I'm not certain that Bosaw will complete from that lumber camp, which could be pretty awful for him, considering his way. Still pretty healthy eco, though, for Vinchester. 42 vills. 2 extra TCs from Tato. TC expansion from the other squad is pretty good as well, right? Bad Koala, 3 TCs, still making some military. We got 3 TCs over here from Zwano V. We have 2 town centers from Jibbatong. And Jibbatong has a lot of crossbows. Winchester trying to go into Janbei. But if this army gets in, the Janbei are going to be really, really difficult to use. I mean, it's just going to be sitting back here in defense the entire time. Knights are in. Winchester has to be careful again. I think he can manage, though. I think he can track this army. He can defend himself. 4th town center for Tato. And it's the same elephant play that Doubt did in this pocket position. See, 5 stables here for Viper. Castle Age elephants. The eco continues to expand for capybaras, but CNZS, they're keeping up. The numbers don't lie, right? They're less than 10 villagers behind overall. What happened in game 1? Basically like a repeat of this. Viper was just kind of fast castle booming. And then by the time he got into the game, his teammates had taken some military losses. They were kind of far behind to Castle Age. They had lost map control, and he couldn't really do anything. They might think Viper's up to him. No, they've seen the elephants. He's seen the stables as well. I'm just wondering how they counter the elephants. That's my question. You could actually... What if... Stay with me here. What if you tell your Armenians player to go Castle Age Halberdier? There's still the Janbei, though. That's the problem. And he doesn't have a food eco, which kind of sucks. Good pressure from the Janbei and the elephants. Capybaras have kind of switched this one around, right? Now it's CNZS on the back foot. Capybaras expanding their eco. Tata with the 4 TCs is really dangerous. And now he's got siege push over on this side to try and keep his opponent busy. He also got pikemen. So it's going to be pikemen and a ram. It's going to be scorpions behind. I think Zwan LV is focusing most of his attention on this middle area. And Tato might catch him by surprise. Although 3 villagers going down from Viper over on the side. Can they stop this elephant push as well? This is their pocket player. This is Bad Koala. This is the guy you want with a big boom making knights. But at the moment, he's only got 6 knights. He's got 76 vills. He's not even the best eco that they have on their team. That's one LV with 83. And Tato is pushing on the backside of his base. That's where a lot of his farm eco, his wood eco, his stone eco is. He needs to go for a defensive castle, which he does. Nice. Sheesh. Rudy, thank you for the gift of sub to Wally. I appreciate it. Very, very nice. Thank you. And the elephants keep coming. 24 elephants for Viper. They can't really stop them. They don't really have anything to stop them at the moment. They're just making monks, but Viper baits out the conversions, kills those 2 monks. Tato is going to completely preoccupy Zwan LV. He won't be able to help his team at all. He will be very busy with this. And so Bad Koala and Jibbatong are on their own. 30 villagers ahead now for Onimaru. Every elephant just feels like so much effort to take care of. Castle now going up for Bad Koala. Not much military here for Swan LV. I think he wants to go up. He definitely wants to go up to Imp. He wants to get traction trebs out if he can. But look at the scorpion mass from Tato. It's 13 scorpions. Ballistics is on the way. Tato's got 95 villagers. He should be able to go up shortly. And 9 crossbows can't really fight this. I don't think 1 mangonel can either. Tato will just split around that. Loses 1 scorpion. Who cares? Loses another one. Who cares? And Viper and Vinchester still pushing. Nice. I know the scouts did damage from bad koala, but I really question having your pocket go feudal army. It may have been a different game if the Huns player was able to go fast castle and boom as well, just like the Khmer. I think the Knight's mobility and timing is still way more dangerous than the elephants. But Viper was allowed to just scale so far ahead in his eco, and now there's just elephants everywhere. Viper's on the way to Imp. It's also getting a lot of eco techs. We have Imp coming in from Zwan LV. We have nothing happening from Jibbatong. He is completely quarantined. So many idle villagers for him. And so many soon-to-be dead villagers as well. And what's Tato doing? Right. Tato is pikeman rushing his opponent. Classic. He lost all the scorpions, though. So something happened with all of his scorpions. They're all dead on this side. Zwan LV is still at 105 villas. He's also making White Feather Guard to try and kill the pikemen, and he's done a really, really nice job. The army's all dead from Tato. Must have run into some big mangonel shots. He doesn't care. 3 more siege workshops from Tato. Long swordsman on the way. He's got that +4 armor for his infantry already. As Imperial Age now comes in for bad koala. So the White Feather Guards aren't really doing that much damage, but I mean the pikemen are doing nothing to the White Feather Guards, so... The stoppable force versus the movable object. What's the Khmer team bonus for Scorpion? +1 range. So it synergizes well with Romans, for sure. Winchester and Viper still tracking these knights, and the knights are in! How did they manage to squeeze through there? Tato will lose a few villas. It doesn't really matter. The more important thing for Bad Koala is that he's pulling all of this army out of position. The elephants are now coming in for the castle, and it's elite White Feather Guard for Zwan LV. He realizes he can't go into archers. He has to play elite White Feather Guard, which is not a fantastic unit. It's cheap. They produce fast. That's fine. I also have bonus damage against cavalry, which should be good against the elephants to some extent. Nice shift delete there from Viper. And a forward castle from Jibbatong? How is Jibbatong even still alive? Last time we looked at him, he was completely dead. He basically is still dead. 55 villagers still in the castle age, but at least he's buying his team a little bit more time. Oh boy. Full castle age push here from Tato. White Feather Guard's not it for Zwan LV, and now Viper is getting elite battle elephant. Viper is pushing out. Does he have it? He's got tusk swords. Iron casting coming in. So these are about to be 14+5. Blast Furnace comes in. They're going to be 14+7 attack. And they tanky. Winchester also in Imperial Age. I mean, there's not really much that they can do. I respect the fight. It's been another good game here. But it seemed kind of inevitable, as they call it GG right now, ever since Viper got up to Castle Age and went for that 3rd TC. He was just so far ahead of anyone on their squad. I don't know about adding scouts. from Bad Koala. I really don't. He got some damage against Vinchester over here. I think he killed like a villager against Viper, maybe. Couldn't get anything done against Tato, really. And he delayed himself by like 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, really, really cool. Same strategy has been used by Onimaru Capybaras and Onimaru Vanguard with the Kimura in the center. The difference in this game from the previous one that we watched where Doubt was playing it is that Doubt got absolutely nuked in the beginning. But it still worked. So maybe this is just the play. I do have concerns with the elephants in general. Even though they're very strong, they kind of lack mobility. And if you're playing up against a knight player with a similar eco, it feels like the knight player can just run in circles around you and kill all the villagers of you and your ally. Either way, 1-1. Got ourselves a good set. Freaking Tato on the other side, too. Like, Vinch was a bit of the punching bag for his squad, and he just played into Jean Bay. He had a solid game. He was in an unfortunate spot, but freaking Tato, dude. He still wasn't an imp. It's so classic. It's so classic. He's got 135 vills, and what is he doing instead of clicking up to imp? He's going longsword, he's going more pikemen, he's going scorpions, he's going rams, like classic Tato. Yeah, dude, he loves feudal age, he loves castle age, he just loves staying in whatever age he's in. Doesn't want to go up quick. Loss for the Shu, loss for the Huns, loss for the Armenians. Living in the moment indeed. Win for the Khmer, win for the Wei, and win for the Romans. So, that was Onimaru's home map. We still have Nomad and Arabia. I would expect Nomad here. They're going on to Arabia, and they're putting Lewis in. So if they lose again... Guys, if they lose again, it is 100% Lewis's fault, right? It can never be Lewis's fault? Okay. I mean, he's the GOAT, right? He is the GOAT. Real Swifty, thank for the 50 months, bro. It has been some years.
Been some years.
Good years. Okay, Pandu, thank you for the 16, man. Welcome back. It's early. Thank everyone for tuning in. We got 5 sets today. Wonders versus LY after this. That's a huge set. Darkside versus Onimaru Vanguard. Tag versus Vitality. And then Sal's versus Onimaru Barbatakos. Massive sets upcoming. Red Rush. No, we can't redeem that. No, I need the title as the tournament thing. You can't redeem randomly generate title. How is that even active? You'll have to wait for a mod that knows how to refund that stuff to come along. You're actually the second person today who's done that, which makes me think that it got activated again after being deactivated for so long. Dave, you have to honor the redeem. That's the rules. See, Hoyo, this is another reason why you can't be mowing. It's crazy. They just keep stacking up.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt.
Lottie Karate, thank you for the 33.
She was like, oh.
I will be right back, folks. Give me a couple minutes. Sandra, what is this? Summon Nilly? It's an interesting emote. That's a great emote.
You should have heard your mom last night.
Mr. H, thank you for the resub, bro.
A surprise visit. She was like, oh.
And De Niro with 5 gifted. Thank you so much, bro. Okay, they just started. 1 minute until we're in. Game number 3, Arabia. De Niro, thank you for the 5 gifted. I put a sensor on the toilet flush hooked to a hidden speaker with random phrases recorded like, damn, go see a doctor. The wife's about to come home in 10. Yeah, dude, I'm sure that's going to be great. Yeah, Omura, I think that's going to be great, dude. That'll be so funny. She'll love it. Wife's home in 10, divorce in 15. It'll be funny, though. You'll get a good chuckle out of the first time. Okay. We're loading in. We are loading in. Very meta civilizations for the Chinese team here on 3v3 Arabia. So we have on the flank Zwan LV. He's playing as Britons. This is a wild woodline generation in between the two of them. Oh, I guess that's... Oh, okay, that's between him and his pocket. Thank God, dude. If this was on the flank, this would be crazy. It's like such an easy wall off to wall half the map. He's going to be playing on the flank as the Britons up against Lewis, who will be playing as the Tatars. Plenty of hills in between. So he's going to have to be careful against Lewis here. And he has a horrific map. Safe wood, sure, but look at where his gold position is against Tatars. It's up on the hill. Like, this is just truly unfortunate for Zwan LV. He's played well so far in this set. Maybe the best players so far for CNZS. So we'll see how he manages that one. In the pocket, we will have Bad Koala playing as the Magyars. And then on the other flank, we will have Jibbatong as the Ethiopians. And he has himself a safe gold, which is good. Right near the wood line. So one tower will protect this whole area. That's fine. Very, very open on the front side, though, which is unfortunate for him. Jibbatong will be matching up against Winchester, who is playing as the Incas. Incas are seeing a lot more play in this team game format. And then finally, in the pocket position, we have Viper playing as the Slavs. Forward gold for him is ugly too, but I mean, he's in the pocket. His berries are safe. He's got a back wood line. Could wall off this map fairly easily. Right? Like, we could just get a wall like that, this, and then, like, wall off the back somehow. At least initially. It's going to be way, way harder for his flanks, right? For Lewis, I mean, you probably want like a tower somewhere over there and then like a wall like that. And then you make your ranges here or something. Maybe you can wall like this. It's just really tough. They'll have to play military. As it is always on Arabia. It's probably double archer range for both the flanks on both teams. And then scouts from the pocket. Feudal Age on the way early from Bad Koala and from Jibbatong. Loom on the way for all of the players from Onimaru. So both flanks will be faster by a villager to go up. Their ecos will be slightly weaker, but they should have like a 2 archer advantage early on. We'll see if they can actually take advantage of that. Onimaru will have defender's advantage. By the time those 2 archers get there, the initial archers will probably be out from both Lewis and from Winchester. This gold is so horrific for Lewis, man. Both of the golds on this side are so ugly. Oh my goodness. How is he even going to defend this? I guess he has to put his archer ranges super far forward. But it's like, it's so exposed. He would be in big, big trouble if the Chinese team sends all of their scouts over here, or if just even the Pocket and Swan LV send their scouts over here, I think he could have some problems. I don't think they're going to do that right now, though. You see, like, they're kind of hanging out with their scouts on this side, maybe thinking about going after Winchester instead. Feudal Age coming in from Jibbatong and Bad Koala. So I guess not both the flanks didn't go up early. It was just Jibbatong and Bad Koala. So it was the flank and the Pocket. So Lewis should be able to defend himself here then. Archer range is on this side of the gold. Is he planning on a tower here? Probably. I'm still very concerned for this side. For CNZS. Just because of the Tatars and the hills and everything and this gold, it just looks nasty, right? Jibbatong should be fine, theoretically, over here. It's got a safer base. This just looks ugly for both sides. If you're reading maps and you're the Pocket player, you probably want to come over here instead of coming over on this side. Viper's now scouting his opponent a little bit. The opposing Pocket. Still no scouting on Lewis's base at all by Zwan LV. Lewis at least sees that his opponent also has a pretty open map forward. He didn't spot the gold, though, which is critical. I feel CNZS has stronger civs for standard archer plate. They do. I think they have the more meta civilizations here, right? Not bad civs by any means for Onimaru. But I think Britain's, Ethiopians, Magyars is about as good as you can get. Like, these are like the primo Arabia civilizations for 3v3. And it's already 5 scouts for green. It's pretty rare that the scouts will meet the other opposing scouts in the center of the map. Usually you want to link up with the archers and try and 2v1 a guy. But Viper's tracking the scout numbers here from Bad Koala. He doesn't want to take these engagements because his scouts are worse. He doesn't have forging, and he's paying more for them. Magyars do have that scout discount. Let's see if Winchester will be able to defend his villagers. The scouts are coming in. The archers are here. He's got his champy still. And there's some exposed villagers on this side. But Bad Koala doesn't want to lose HP. And Viper is kind of hanging around and he knows it. So Viper gets some free hits. Not the greatest initial engagements there from Bad Koala. Lewis still hasn't really gone forward. Zwan LV still hasn't really gone forward. The Ethiopian archer's finally stretching out. He does have fletching. And he's going to try and meet up with Bad Koala somewhere in the middle here. Pretty even numbers so far. A little bit ahead on military production because they were up faster, the Chinese team. Now Viper takes some damage. A lot of hills on this map. They're really going to have to play the hills effectively. Ethiopian archers do fire faster. Magyar scouts do have forging. But the Magyar scouts took some damage earlier, and Winchester getting some nice little tickle damage on the archers from Jibbatong. He also snipes 2 archers right away. Advantage on Onimaru. As long as the scouts are over here and Lewis is just in a 1v1, he can keep his archers at home, right? As long as Zwan LV is also at home, he can just hang out here at his own base, not doing anything. But Zwan LV may be thinking about going out to join his teammates. He's got a tower to defend himself. He almost has the full wall. I think there's some level of comfort now for him. The only exposed area for him is these berries on the front side now that the tower's up and the walls are up. So I think he might come out and try and join up with Bad Koala and with Jibbatong. Look at Jibbatong just sneaking through the middle. Lewis is playing very defensively here, folks. He has the archers back here. He's worried about maybe where the scouts from Bad Koala were going to hit, where the archers from Jibbatong were. Viper's tracking this, but they have no knowledge of where these archers are or where these archers are. Bloodline's on the way early from Viper. 11 scouts for him. Slab Farm's going crazy behind this. And they still don't know where the archers are. Lewis is finally stretching forward. He might have to come back, though. This is going to be a big army. Vinchester is back here trying to help out Viper. Is Viper secure on his woodline? Looks like he is. He's got the walls on either side. Zwan LV now forward. So Lewis is going to be notified by his team that Blue's archers are forward. He's going to go forward and try and do damage. And Zwan LV notices right away. Great awareness there. Only losing one villager. Only. As now the archers show up on Viper's woodline. Those are the archers from Jibbatong. Couple more archers going down here from Zwan LV. And Capybaras have the military lead. Lewis now hitting the woodline. Zwan LV in some trouble. He'll have to wait for his reinforcements before he can pop out the archers and try and fight this. Jibbatong's still kind of all alone on this side. Zwan LV has to come over and help him. Bad Koala has to come over and help him. The link-up play from the Chinese team is excellent. The fact that they have 3 players all together is great, but the walling here from Onimaru has been fantastic as well. Still missing Forging Viper, so the scouts from Bad Koala are better. I think they have less HP, though. He's got less numbers. And this is not good positioning for the Chinese team. They'll need to split up now. They were all together. Now they'll need to go their separate ways. Lewis trying to hit Bad Koala. Bad Koala goes for a market wall just in time. As Castle Age now comes in for Vinchester. They're trying to link up again. They've been separated multiple times, but they always find their way back as Viper takes an excellent stack patrol up against these scouts. I think Viper's going to win that fight. Viper's also tracking these 2 archer groups. This should be a full clear for Capybaras. Vinchester supporting too. As we see Lewis just trying to do whatever damage he can. Yeah, very, very nice job from Team Capybaras. Really, really good, especially Viper. Excellent play from him so far. This is a perfect example, a game like this, of why, if you're a fan of Onimaru, you kind of don't want to see Viper in that boom position, right? You want to see Viper making military because he's just so good with it. His production has been insane. He got the slab farms up. He's got double stable, like he got the upgrades a little bit faster. Lewis takes another villager from Blue. Zwan LV trying to collect 30 stones so he can go for that extra TC, but Lewis is back here with the archers. Lewis is roaming around with the archers, and the villagers will get away. Not that one. Not that one. 2 more villagers going down. Good damage from Lewis. 27 archers for him. I don't think he's lost an archer yet. Has he even lost a unit yet? No. KD is 6-0. Zwan LV kind of roaming around in the center of the map. Scouts now coming over. They're thinking about clearing this. Castle Age now comes in for Jibbatong. Comes in for Zwan LV. Comes in for Lewis. Already in for Vinchester. And Vinch is trying to track these archers that he knows are back there. Viper now signaling that. Saying, hey man, we got archers in the backside of your base. Yeah, Viper's KD is really good. Viper's had a very solid game so far. He's the pocket player for a reason. He can support both sides. He can track the game. He can direct his team on where he needs them to be. Crossbows now from Lewis showing up against the Woodline. Remember, Thumbring is in automatically. And Zwan LV having his worst game of the set so far, losing a lot more villagers. The base is just so open for him. He's busy on this side. He didn't notice he was losing villagers over here. And he's lost 24 units overall. Lewis will get his crossbows cleared. And that'll even up the military numbers somewhat. But, I mean, the eco. 36 vills for Zwan LV versus 43 for Lewis. More crossbows looking for damage. They could find it. against Vinch. If he's busy back here, Viper once again there to support. +2 armor comes in. This crossbow army is dead. And Vinchester notices the crossbows here from Jibbatong. Lewis is now signaling the base from ZwanLV. He does have thumb ring advantage, but ZwanLV has the extra range from the Britain crossbows, which at a high level, I think is still a little bit better than thumb ring. Or any hill bonus damage that the Tatars might have. Kind of feels like so far the difference has just been the pocket, right? Viper's played a phenomenal game so far. He's got that eco set up with the slabs. It's kind of ridiculous. Food's coming in like crazy. He's already got the 8 knights. He's already got +2 armor. And yeah, ZwanLV taking full advantage of that Britain extra range. Lewis is like, Lewis has to try so hard just to get within range of this guy. He's like splitting into the fights around the trees, trying to hold on to the hill. And now he just goes back. I think if you're Lewis, you just add a second town center. You try and expand your eco a little bit and just try and hold on. He's buying the stone right now. He's going to go for the second TC over here. Second TC is already up from ZwanLV. Knights now meeting Light Cav in the center. So CNZS has kind of stalled out a little bit. They're going to try and expand their eco, but Capybara is doing the same thing. Double TC for both of their flanks and then triple TC for Viper. And now Lewis and Viper are over towards what they consider to be the weakest player right now after he lost the villagers to Lewis. Lewis probably told his team that he killed like 20 villagers from him. He's killed 10, but he probably told them he's killed 20. Long term, Lewis has to switch into CA or not. I think you just stay on crossbow for now, right? You switch into CA once your crossbow mass gets cleared up. For the moment, though, crossbow is just better, probably. He's getting that +2 armor, too. He's going to have really good upgrades on these things. Once again, he has to do so much work just to get within range. And Viper's here supporting. ZwanLV in big trouble again against those +2 armored knights. Meanwhile, on this side, though, Jibbatong finding some villager kills against Viper. They might show up at the backside of Lewis's base, too. Over here, Vinchester trying to get damage against Jibbatong. I think Jibbatong's played a pretty good game. Vinchester, again, just very solid. Doing all of the things he needs to do. We haven't talked about Vinch very often in these first 3 games, and I think that's just because he's doing all the right things, right? It's not flashy or anything. Just solid Age of Empires. That's what he does. Coming in here. Excellent value from this army. I mean, that army was always going to die. He realized that. And how many villager kills did he just get? Like 5 or 6? Plus he forced the delete of the barracks. He killed some crossbows. Really, really good effort from Vinchester from an army that was already dead with those knights showing up. And now Viper's here at the back again, supporting Vinchester. He's trying to clear up these crossbows from Jibbatong. Jibbatong using the hill pretty effectively. He's going to take out most of the knights, but he's going to lose a lot of crossbows. That forward army is all going to die. And there's more pressure from Lewis on this side. Lewis will lose his army too. This might be a prime time for Lewis to switch into CA. That is a big clear up there for ZwanLV. Full credit to him, too. He's at 65 vills getting handcart. What a recovery from him after losing 9 villagers. Only 17 seconds of idle TC time. This guy is really freaking good, folks. Might get a little bit more respect from people after this tournament is done. He's really, really good. Army count ahead for CNZS. Villager count only 10 vills behind, but Imperial Age is coming in for both flanks. Big military coming through the center here from the Britons. Viper's going to run into that with his knights. He needs to disengage. Also getting handcarts. So the eco for Viper should be pretty solid. Let's take a look at the resources. Zwan LV about to click up or thinking about it, but Lewis will be there faster. Jibbatong maybe thinking about clicking up too. Viper grabbing some relics because, of course, it's Viper. And there's a lot of knights, a lot of crossbows coming through the center. Does Lewis know he doesn't get Arbalest? Yes. Viper's got these 3 stables forward. He's actually working on his 7th stable. 16 villagers in the queue as well. But the stables are going down. Those knights are going crazy against us. Look at this link-up play from the Chinese team. They got so much military here. We are about to see a massive fight, folks. We got Lewis coming in from this angle. Winchester coming in from this angle. It actually works out better for China if the fight happens now, before these two get to Imp. And both teams just disengage, of course. Right after SA, we're about to see a massive fight. They both just leave. Of course. Both flanks now from the Chinese team on the way to Imperial Age, but Lewis and Winchester, they're just much faster. Much, much faster. Eco is ahead for CNZS. Temporarily. As Zwan LV has just killed a couple more villagers from Viper on this side. Viper's thinking about clicking up. Bad Koala is about to click up. He doesn't have a second building. Bad Koala doesn't have a second building. Oh no, that hurts. FYI, the LV in his name pronounces as Li Liu. I'm not doing that. It'd be so confusing for people who just arrived. Zwan Li Liu. I respect it. I acknowledge it. But I ain't doing it. Imperial Age now coming in for Bad Koala. Viper still hasn't clicked up. There we go. He made a few extra knights before doing it. Arbalest from Winchester trying to push forward, but a good pushback here from Jibbatong before he gets to Imp. Clearing out the Arbalest numbers. Imperial Age now comes in for Zwan LV. He's got the additional range, and he's going bracers. So with 65 crossbows, Britons are going to be pretty deadly if he doesn't lose all his archers here. Pretty good position for Onimaru. Look at the military that's over here. Lewis also killing villagers here. And of course he has to exit for his team. There's no purpose of him Xing here. That's just like, look at what I'm doing. Look, Dad. Look, Mom. Like, there's literally no purpose of him doing that. There's no army that can come over for Viper. That's funny, dude. I mean, I guess it's a vibes-based signal, potentially, right? You just want to get the team morale up. Steinbeck, thank you for the 61 months. Man, what a good Arabia game.
Is Viper Dad or Vinch?
This team is really, really good, guys. They beat Amigos yesterday. They still have Daniel on the bench, potentially. So we see Jibbatong thinking about going for a castle up here. Or is that Winchester? That's Winchester's castle, okay. That's a pretty good castle position. The Tenant's now on the way for Viper. Lewis still harassing a lot. He just killed a ton of villagers back here. Does he signal that one? No, he signals the army. Good. And now Viper, Cavalier upgrades, still a minute away. Doesn't want to take that fight. Viper losing units. But he's in over here with some knights as well. Distracting, letting that castle go up on the hill. Lewis is now over on the other side. Vinchester has 78 Arbalest. We have 85 Arbalest from our Britons player. And now we have Cavalier coming in from Bad Koala, and Viper is wide open. This could be a massive raid. This could be a lot of dead villagers if Bad Koala just wants to commit to killing vills. We also have Arbalest coming through the center. It's a big push over here. It's a dangerous push against the main base of Jibbatong. But Viper could see his economy just completely nuked if Bad Koala ever takes these Cavalier off stand ground. Elite Boyar now coming in for Viper. He's attempting to make a switch. Lewis taking out more villagers from Jibbatong. Bombard cannons on the way. Only 48 Arbalists. Only 77 villagers for Jibbatong. And a nice little counter raid here from Viper. Bad Koala will need to deal with this. Zwan LV denying the castle from Viper. Zwan LV is in the eco from Viper. And now there's Cavalier coming into the eco from Vinchester. This guy is all over the place. He's got 96 Arbalest. Castle now going up defensively from him. And the Cavalier are coming in, and that's more dead villagers from Viper. More dead villagers from Vinchester. As Vinchester sends its entire army back to deal with that. Cav Archer switch has been made from Lewis, so a lot of mobility now for Lewis. Arbalest still looking for value from Blue. More villagers going down from Vinchester. He's still trying to track this. He's gone for some extra towers. And what the fuck? I was like, how did that bill die? Yeah, by all means, attack the settlement. Don't attack the trebuchet. What on earth is he doing there? Oh, by all means, dude, just leave the trebuchet alive. It's fine. It's a stealthy bombard cannons. 1LV. Trying to hold onto this hill. Paladin is now in for Bad Koala. Viper at 78 villagers, so he got absolutely nuked. But Lewis destroying the eco from Jibbatong with these crossbows that are just kind of left over. Oh my god. Jibbatong just got cleared so hard. They need Paladin over there to deal with that or something. More crossbows on this side. Great job from Lewis to be in the back. Look at this. He's frying. How many villagers has he killed? 53! Jibbatong got hit hard. He was trying to recover. He was forced to go into skirm. And then he just lost another 50 villagers, and Lewis is forward here. Lewis is putting in work now. Lewis is putting in work. He was left alone for a little while, but this is what Lewis can do. Clearing a lot of military from the other side, and the numbers are now very skewed in favor of Onimaru. Lewis also going forward with the castle here. And another army from Jibbatong. This is like the only Arbalest he has remaining. I think they're going to die. The Elite Boy are very, very good. They actually have a surprising amount of Pierce Armor. 3 base Pierce Armor. We don't know what happened to the Bombard Cannon, but it didn't manage to kill the Treb. Oh, boy. Oh, yikes. Silk Armor on the Cav Archers. He's got the hills to work with, too. Lewis is frying over on this side. And the army forward has finally been cleared, down to 82 military. CNZS. Idefix, good. I was wondering how well you did. Nice job, dude. Made profit. Good job. Viper trying to go for sneaky stables because, of course, will he actually quick wall? Is he paying attention to this? Surely not, right? It doesn't matter anyway. Lewis is in the back. They're trying to get their trade set up. This is a triple university wall for Zwan LV. To trap these cav archers back here, but they're going to be difficult to deal with. There's a hill. There's a goat. That's a sign. Lewis is going to win this fight. The goat is back there. Silk armor wasn't even in. Hang on a second. I guess it wasn't. It was +6. Silk armor is coming in right now. He's sending the goat forward. He says, take it. Leave me alone. Meanwhile, in the center, fortified wall from Winchester all the way across the map. Oh my goodness. Great team play from Winchester. The ecos have almost fully recovered from Viper and Vinch. Back up to 101 villagers for Viper. He's adding in the trade. He's got 44 Boyar. The Boyar will kill the Paladin. There's more Arbalest behind. The Cav Archers finally get cleared up as Lewis tries to make a break for it. And he's going to have to mass his CA again, but he's got the castle set up here. He's got more CA coming in. Silk Armor CA, so tanky. Very, very difficult to deal with. And Jibbatong, not really a factor, right? Not really a factor over here. What is Lewis's eco KD? It's pretty good. 152 to 6. Oh! Yikes, bro. And these gates aren't going to stop him. I mean, I love the idea behind the gates. But the Cav Archers just die so slow. And he's going to escape anyway. Oh, God. That's pain. That is absolute pain. Forward castle from Lewis. A very, very solid game from Lewis. I feel like he was having some issues linking up with his team early. He was in a position where it really wouldn't benefit the team if he met up with them, so he had to try and do his own damage. For a long time, Zwan LV and Jibbatong and everyone were, you know, doing a good job stopping him. But at some point, he just overwhelmed them. He killed 50 villagers from Jibbatong. Then he got in with the CA on Zwan LV's base, and ever since then, Lewis has just been laughing. The trade looks good as well for Onimaru. 107 gold from this very, very healthy trade line. And this might be the last fight of the game. Population over 100 ahead for Onimaru. Trade line not fully set up for the Chinese squad. And Boyar are in. GG called. Very, very solid game. Onimaru wins the second one in a row. Very, very strong performance initially from Viper. Solid game from Winchester. He did all the things they needed him to do. And then I think kind of the carry came in at some point from Lewis. Just when Viper was getting nuked here and Winchester was getting nuked over here, Lewis was absolutely destroying Jibbatong, and he was absolutely destroying Zwan LV on this side. That was a fun game. Man, this team is so much better than I think people give them credit for. A lot of people will look at this series and maybe think like, oh, Onimaru not playing so well or whatever, but Bad Koala, Jibbatong's Zwan LV, like really, really solid team. Still up 2-0 though for Onimaru. So they're going to have to get a win here. Maybe go to their home map. Lewis with the better KD, as we would expect there. Viper with the best eco, followed shortly after by Bad Koala. Jibbatong really struggling in that. He got a couple of his forward armies cut out pretty early. Zwan LV, I was aware that they existed. I didn't know what, because I would see him on Spec Dashboard, but I didn't know what level he was at until I watched the 2v2 Asian Invitational. And he was very impressive in that. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it. We have 5 sets today, so this is set number 1 of 5. The one coming up after this is a banger. It's Wonders versus LY. So we have the classic LY team, Vivi, Lix, Yo, versus ACCM, Sebastian, Lucho, and Nikov. That one's going to go 4-3. It's best of 5, bro. It's not best of 7. I think having Magyar as a solo cav civ is a blunder, though. No, Magyar's is like the best pocket civ on Arabia. You don't play CA with them unless it goes super late game. You go scouts into knights into paladin. I believe the scoreboard's wrong. Oh, sorry. I thought I had, my bad. I thought I had them in position 2. Yeah, it's 2-1. Onimaru. My bad, folks. Win for the Incas, win for the Tatars, and a win for the Slavs. Loss for the Magyars, loss for the Britons, loss for the Ethiopians. I mean, they burned a lot of their civs there, right? Like, Ethiopians, Britons, Magyars might be one of the best 3 Arabia civ combos. How is Vitality looking compared to the rest of the teams? Vitality is the consensus #1 team, although the way the seeding worked, because it was based on rating, they are seed 8. So it's like, Who was the best rated team? It's this one, the Capybaras. I think they're seed 1, right? Yeah, Capybaras is seed 1. Wonders is seed 2. Which is why they're in the same bracket as LY, who's seed 9. Like, in an ideal world, we would get proper seedings for the teams, but it's really, really difficult to do on Team Game. So you would have, like, Vitality 1, Capybaras 2, probably LY 3, or maybe LY 2. And then, like, Wonders 4, Onimaru Vanguard 5, Tag 6, something like that, right? Dark Side 7. Speaking of Dark Side, they will also play today against Onimaru Vanguard. It's going to be a very good set, probably. Dark Side is Dragonstar, Stone Please, Siscon. And do they have a 4th player? Maybe Cosmonaut is their 4th player? Cosmonaut is their 4th, okay. Doubt is in Onimaru Vanguard. So we'll see them after this. And that's Doubt, Jordan, and Andy. I don't know if they have a fourth player. Nacho. They have Nacho as well. The other Onimaru team is also very solid. Dogao, Miguel, Kingston, Goku. That is a team that could pull off an upset. That's a very, very good team. Okay. Chinese squad will go on to Nomad. Chinese teams are very, very solid on Nomad. Unfortunately, I think this squad from Onimaru is even better at Nomad. We have Viper, Vinchester, and Tato. It is 9-vil start Nomad, so that kind of changes the meta a little bit in terms of civ selections and whatnot, and also in terms of timings. Like, for example, it's really tough to go feudal water pressure on 9-vil, because it feels like if someone goes fast castle water pressure, they're up almost as quickly. And they have the resources to go for a few ships just to push you away until they get to Castle Age and get that upgrade. My Nomad dream team would be Viper, Yo, Tato. It would probably be like Lix, Viper, Yo for me. So Onimaru is going to be playing Chinese, Bengalis, Malay versus Burmese, Turks, Berbers. So potentially three unique unit civilizations for CNZS. Let's get into it. Little donut hole map. We got the pond in the center here. 9 villagers start, so you get a lot of exploration. Good TC spot here for Viper. Right next to the stone, bad koala. TC up here. At least he found somewhere to put the TC. That is not great, though. He has a couple boars nearby, but he's sitting right beside Viper, who's on a stone and is playing Bengalis. He's also right beside Vinchester. So, bad koala is going to need to be the disruptor, I think, in this game. He will need to push out against these two Onimaru players. Tato rounding it out. Blocking in bad koala from expanding up here in the north as he is playing the Malay. His two teammates, though, if bad koala can be that guy, if bad koala can stall out both Viper and Vinchester, his teammates are all alone. Zwan LV up in the north. And then we have Jibbatong playing as the Berbers over here on the western side. This could be really, really solid for them if they play it correctly. Viper's dock is in the north right beside Zwan LV. So maybe he plays water. Jibbatong also docking in the north side. Bad koala, of course. Dock right near his opponents. Because why not? If this was Lix over here, Team China would be feeling super confident about this whole scenario. Oh. Okay. He was trying to pull in 2 boars, bad koala. This one was from all the way over here. He found another one up on the hill. Vinchester will know about this, and the boar is going back. Oh, no. Oh, that's tragic. At least, though, at least bad koala will get information that Vinchester is over here. I think. Unless he built the house and he's planning on taking that boar again. I didn't see a signal from him. Maybe I missed it. Vinchester will know that somebody's down here. They've seen the houses up here from Zwan LV. That doesn't say that much on 9-vil start because you need to build houses at the beginning anyway. Jibbatong now finds the cow from Vinchester, so Vinchester might be signaling that. Vinchester is signaling this and saying, listen, the boars disappeared from here. Maybe they're just signaling stones and golds? I don't know. They know that somebody's around here. Vinch should also know that somebody's around here. Identifying positions and what civs are in those positions is so, so important on Team Game Nomad. It's not just about where people are, it's like which civ is where, if that makes sense. Because if this is a Turk player, then you're fully expecting a castle drop on your face. Wild tourneys now on Nineville start? Not all of them. Not all of them. I don't like Nomad on Nineville. It does significantly speed things up, but it completely changes the map. You get so much more information. As now Tato is going to signal the dock. Why is he signaling that? Maybe he's saying the player is here? Maybe he's saying the scout here? Maybe he... Oh, I think he might have lost a sheep here, actually. Yeah, I think he might have lost a sheep or a cow against that house. These villagers, potentially. Alright, Vinchester stretching out for the stone. No threat on that stone. Bad Koala still maybe not realizing that Viper's there. I'm still wondering what Bad Koala wants to do. If he wants to go Arambai, if he wants to go Castle Drop, I mean, his closest stone is here. His gold is over here. It's an absolute nightmare map for him. And he still hasn't discovered that Viper is sitting right here. That's brutal. Feudal Age on the way. Now for Vinchester and for Viper. Feudal Age coming in for Jibbatong and for Swan LV. And Bad Koala. Bypassing Viper to go to the stone? Oh my god, they have no idea. They have no idea. Viper doesn't know. Bad Koala doesn't know. They are just coexisting in this area. There are no treaty lines on the tournament versions of Nomad, if you're wondering. And now Tato's discovering the dock. He was trying to wall in the villager. Didn't quite get it. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my god. Viper's gonna look back at this and be like, bruh. They still have no confirmation he's down here. They think he's like over here or something. Vinchester now is stretching forward with the outpost. He's gonna find him. But this is too funny, man. Tato now goes for a dock over on this side. Some navy coming out from Viper to harass the fishing ships over here. From Zwan LV. Zwan LV, though, with most of the initial pressure. He's playing it to Hulks. A couple Hulks being added from Jibbatong as well. As he's on stone. Two of them are on stone. Vinchester sees this. They still don't know that Bad Koala is taking the stone over here. Bad Koala still has no idea that Viper is right here. We are half a screen away. And he does not know. And Viper doesn't know about that. That's crazy. Bad Koala trying to save his fish as best he can. The villagers are coming out to repair. Repairing a Hulk against other Hulks is not a good idea. Tato's going to have to retreat from that. Bad Koala just needs the fish to bring in enough food so he can get to Castle Age, if possible. Galleys have now been added in from Viper, but we got more Hulks behind, so he's got to be careful. We also have Hulks on this side trying to take out the eco from Vinchester. Castle Age is on the way for Vinch. Castle Age is on the way for Bad Koala and for Jibbatong. Still have no idea. I don't know why I find that so funny, dude. These guys are blind. They're absolutely blind. Stevie Wonder over here in Viper's position. That's so funny. Capybaras do have the better economy. They have more fish. But Tata was unable to take out the fish from Bad Koala. So good defense there from Bad Koala. And Vinchester is going to go forward with a castle drop onto Bad Koala. Bad Koala could absolutely ruin Viper's day with a castle drop. But he doesn't know. So stupid. There's the castle. This will need to be a TC that's abandoned. He's not going to be in Castle Age fast enough to deny this. And he can't even see that, so he's going to lose villagers. He'll probably lose like 3 or 4 vills from this. Because he's busy on water as well. He might lose his whole wood line. Yeah, no vision on this whatsoever. There we go. He got it. He's got to abandon. Oh, what a clutch play from that villager to go for this inner tree and see that foundation. Completely unintentional, but it works out for him. Town Watch now on the way for Bad Koala, and he's really going to regret not getting that earlier because that will give him vision on these houses and maybe on the gold as well. And now he'll be able to see that Viper is right here. Vinchester finding the stone villagers on this side. Castle now going up for Jibbatong. And Arambai will come out. Man, Bad Koala's gonna be like, man, I didn't know. If he had known Viper was here, that castle drop would have come right on his face, and Viper is playing water. Viper's doing a great job on water, by the way. But if he had got castle dropped, he would have been cooked. Arambai now on the way for Bad Koala. He's going to try and push Viper. Viper going for a tower in defense. Excellent job on water from Viper. Swan LV trying to deal with him. Tato, elephant rushing against him. So he's land pushing the player that's playing water. Which is never a good thing for the guy who's on water. It's going to be really hard for him to defend against elephants in siege. It's also going to be pretty hard for Viper to defend. He's going to need Vinchester to come over and help him. And also, where did these camel archers show up? That's the question. Jibbatong is now over here. Vinchester trying to come over and help. Trying to come over and help Viper, but the upgrade is already in for Jibbatong, and he's going to clear the Navy from Vinchester, and he's going to push back the Navy from Viper. Unfortunately, Swan LV in a really, really tough spot here. He's running all of his villagers. He's running them all away. Over on the side, Vinchester's still trying to help against the Arambai. Arambai missing their shots, but not missing enough. Can't finish off those last 2 Chukunu. And Tato in a pretty comfortable position as well. So Vinch and Tato are doing fine. Viper's stressing out a little bit. He's trying to get into a castle. Jibbatong's doing fine. Bad Koala, all things considered, is doing okay. And Swan LV is dying like a dog. Very cool game, though. It just, man, it sucks so bad for Bad Koala that he didn't know Viper was here. If he knew Viper was here, Viper would be, like, running for his life over to this area. The Camel Archers actually have to come over and help defend. Against Malay Elephants, they can actually get the job done, potentially. As Viper tries to go up to Castle Age now. Still no Mangonel from Bad Koala. He tried to go for Rams, but the Chukunu were there to stop him. Winchester does lose his fish. So nice job from Jibbatong. Jibbatong's had a pretty nice game so far. And Viper also lost his fish. So Viper is in a very uncomfortable position, and that tower is not going to be enough, man. That tower is definitely not going to be enough. Viper needs to run. There's villagers running this way. Is the gate trap on time? He's going to lose vills regardless. Yeah. I mean, sure, dude. It doesn't make a difference, but sure. It was a nice trap. Great job. Viper flexing his little spaghetti arms with the gate trap there. Big eco for Winchester. 50 villagers. Jibbatong also doing well, though. And Viper, instead of going for that castle initially, goes for the extra town centers. Jibbatong finds one of them, but there's two more from the snake. Where are the Arambai going? The Arambai are just sitting here. He's still kind of distracting two players. And now the Camel Archers are showing up at Vinch's base. So I don't know if those Chukunu can hang around long enough to protect Viper long term. Swan LV is still alive as well. The Camel Archers coming over here really helped him out. Jibbatong's Navy coming over here really supported him. He's got 11 fishing ships. This is starting to look a little bit more comfortable for the Chinese squad. The eco is evening out. The military is kind of even right now too. Tato forced into skirmisher as well. He's still got 15 fishing ships. That's something they need to deal with for sure. And Tato actually has a pretty solid navy as well. I don't know where it is. It's just kind of spread out all over the map. He's going forward with the Hulks. Let's see. Once again, Viper trapping his villagers into the death. Unfortunate moments for Viper. It's a crappy position for him, right? Because he was playing water. And he was doing really well on water until he started getting pressured by Arambai. Winchester already has ballistics. This makes life difficult for the Camel Archers. Normally you'd take Camel Archers over Chukunu, but if Chukunu have ballistics and Camel Archers don't, then... Oh, he does have ballistics. Never mind. Camel Archers do have ballistics. Just no, don't think they have husbandry. I don't think they have bloodlines. He's just adding the stable now. Castle going up for Viper. Bad Qual is still absolutely stuck back here. He has no fish. He needs to expand somehow. Maybe this way. Meet up with Jibbatong. If Winchester gets to Imperial Age, he will be screwed. Tato trying to take out the fish over here. Just kind of patrolling Navy in. Controlling this side as well. Taking out Jibbatong's fish. Jibbatong is sitting at 67 villagers at the moment. He's over near Tato's base now, but Tato's pretty secure. And Tato's got himself a good economy too. 79 villagers for Tato. Viper might lose this castle. He doesn't have a siege workshop. The Chukunu... Well, if the Chukunu come over to support, he won't lose it, but... Chukunu's still chilling here from Winchester. Jibbatong cutting off the reinforcements from Tato. Tato's streaming all these skirms forward, but he just lost like 6 or 7 units for free. And the Arambai go in. Oh no. The Arambai, they're going in for the Chukunu. He's going to lose a lot of them. Viper trying to get the conversions. And he does. He gets 4 Arambai of his own. The Rams are going after that castle, which just completed. Bad Koala will need to back up. He's still trying to take this stone here. He's got monks of his own too. But Vinchester should be able to clear those up. And the castle from Viper picking off the reinforcement Mangonel too. Really difficult spot. Vinchester now on the way to Imperial Age. Tato, by the way, still has the fish. Still controlling the numbers over here, although he gets nuked by a big Mangonel shot. And now he's making his way into crossbow as well. Camel Arch is being slightly annoying at the back of his base. Should be able to deal with those, though. They've neutralized the Camel Archers quite nicely this game. Vinchester and Tato. Bad Koala still hasn't left, folks. He's stuck in the corner. He never made the expansion over here. He's running out of gold right here, and Vinchester comes with another forward castle. Bad Koala has not delayed Vinchester and Viper enough. And Tato, behind this, just has a fantastic eco. Jibbatong is also on the way to Imperial Age, though. And Zwan LV actually has a great eco himself. He has recovered very nicely. If Bad Koala can escape, they have a chance. He needs to escape, though. He can't get full wiped. And someone on his team should be telling him that right now. Like, dude, make a run for it. I know you're distracted, but make a freaking run. Nice conversion targeting there from Viper. Pushes all the Erembi back. Also, using his converted Erembi effectively. You need to go now. You were gonna get the conversion, brother. You killed your own monk. Oh, no. Imp coming in for Jibbatong. Bad Koala not escaping. He's trying to take Viper's stone over here. He needs to run, bro. Viper is converting the entire Erembi army. Does he have devotion? He does. But Viper's still targeting him with conversions. Here they come. Here come the Chukanu as well. He'll kill some of the monks, but all of his villagers are exposed. Dock into transport ship. That's what this dock is for. It's for a freaking transport ship so he can get all of his villagers out. This is not for water pressure, folks. This is panic time. His team has made the call. They said evacuate. We need to escape. We're going to have a Dunkirk situation here. It's just whether Tato can see this. Remember, he's got the extended vision on his docks, so he will see the transport ship coming back. He's got some navy over here. We've got Zwan LV saying, I'm going to cover you. 3 transport ships in the queue for Bad Koala. Vinchester absolutely rips all of these vills. He's got some in the TC. Get out! Take the cow! Don't put the Erembi in there. Get the villagers out. Oh my god. He ejects the Erembi. Go! 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 This needed to happen a lot sooner. Is he going to take the cow? I think he's going to take the cow. No, he pulls the cow away. Nothing coming in from Tato. Don't think they're too concerned about him. It's going to take him time to get back into this game. Cav archers are being added from the Turks. I love this from Vinchester as well. Lushwan's coming into this center pond. Gonna be so powerful controlling this middle area. Also like how Onimaru just has 3 players who are effectively in the game, right? The other side, 2 players are in as Viper is signaling these transports. And Tato is there with a fire, but Bad Koala will escape. How do Lushwans compare to Kenny guys? They do a little bit less for his buildings. They have a little bit less range, but they're very strong against other ships. I think they're the most overpowered unit in the game currently. As Bad Koala has escaped with 32 villagers. He's also got these Erenbai over here. He could do a lot of damage. Also the most expensive? True. They are the most expensive unit in the game. Actually, no. They are the 4th most expensive unit in the game. Because we have the 3 heroes. Genitors being added from Zwan LV. Genitors? Do Genitors benefit from Sipahi? Oh. Now that's interesting. I did not know that. That's such a niche scenario. Big push, though. From Vinchester. Lushwans will fire faster with rocketry as well. Vinch and Viper linking up over here. Viper's got himself some halbs now. Viper's got 94 villagers. Tato is still doing his thing. He's been distracting green this whole time. The Genitors will be very, very difficult to kill with 90 HP. Not even elite yet. But Tato's got the overwhelming army force. And this should be it for CNZS. A really, really solid set, right? Very, very entertaining stuff. They really showed their quality. But they're kind of getting overwhelmed now. It's a nice little idea from Jibbatong to go for a counter raid. But they're going to need a lot more time for Bad Koala to get back into this. And Zwan LV is not really making progress against Tato either. And Jibbatong's losing his whole eco. Yeah, this ain't it. GG called. Fantastic first set of the day. Really, really good stuff. 3 wins in a row from Onimaru Capybaras. But, like, did any of them feel easy? I guess the easiest one was the Grand Bara. They all felt like very competitive games. This game could have gone a lot differently if Bad Koala had just seen an extra 2 tiles of vision against Viper. If he castle drops him, I think Onimaru has some serious issues. That's good practice for Onimaru going forward, and they qualify for the main event. Congratulations. I think expected, right? Maybe second, third best team in the world. Vinchester, Tato, Viper, and Lewis. But still, this is good experience for them as a team. It's a good test on these maps. And they should be pretty prepared after this qualifier for the main event. They also have a lot of other players to practice with. Yeah, that's cool. That was a really nice game. Really, really interesting game with the setups. I still can't get over the fact that nobody knew. He was taking this stone. Vinchester didn't know. Viper didn't know. He didn't know Viper was here. Just a nightmare. Chat, did Lewis mess up the first game? No, I think Viper messed up the first game. Lewis didn't play it great, but I think that one's on Viper for game number 1. Also, just their strategy was maybe not the greatest.